All right, anytime we start a video at Crocco's Collision, things are things. Let's check it out. UFC fans, we've got a good one going on this weekend, UFC 294. I've partnered with DraftKings to bring you an exciting new offer. Right now, new customers who sign up using my promo code SSR and bet just $5 on any of this weekend's matches will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, new customers will instantly receive $200 in bonus bets when they bet just $5 on any of this weekend's fights. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings' same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including the number of rounds and method of victory. DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. DraftKings is offering up huge UFC contests this weekend with massive cash prizes up for grabs. So click the link below in the description to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly using promo code SSR. That's promo code SSR only at DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, one of these back here is going to be mine. And it's a lot of SUVs, and I have an SUV. Well, look, probably that one, probably the Lambo. So my Urus went out on rental, not going to lie, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock even, went out on a month-long rental. And it looked like this. Even here's some photos. 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock rolls along. Doesn't look like this anymore, at least not on both sides. Now you're looking, the hood is just open. The hood closes. The hood is just open to disconnect the battery because we're going to be waiting on some parts. This is a proper side swipe. So the customer calls me and he's like, hey, just got sideswiped by a guy pulling up to a traffic light. And I was like, well, that's not good. And I'm like, how bad is it? Can you keep it? Like, you just got it like 2 hours ago. And so it gets scratched. I'm like, can you drive it? Yeah, the wheels are fine. And the wheels objectively they do look fine. It's just everything else. When he sent me photos, I'm like, oh no, that's a hit. That's not like a scratch, that's a hit. And you start getting in here, and it's like a gash in the door here. Like this door, I wouldn't even open these doors until the new ones are here. But I'm cheating a little bit because this happened about 2 weeks ago. This was right before my screener got flipped, and it was right before I went to do the scouting trip over in Milan and Monaco for adventure drives next year. Now you'll see that this door doesn't line up anymore. That's because this hinge is all tweaked back here, so it pulled that down a little bit. But it's a mass-produced car, right? As far as Lamborghini is concerned, this is a mass-produced vehicle, and you would think the parts on a mass-produced vehicle, and it's very similar to the RSQ8. You would think that it would be not as, I don't know, expensive. It's $10,000 a door just for the skins. So stuff gets very expensive. Now I'm also thinking, because it's such a mass-produced vehicle, that like there's going to be a bunch of smashed up ones that I can then go find the used parts instead of waiting on the new parts to come in from Italy or go through the dealer network, because that takes longer generally. And I've had Lamborghini stuff predominantly during COVID recently, but took 6 months to get parts. And I'm like, well, they got so many of these. How many of them must be hit that I can go scoop up 2 doors and a mirror, and we'll get this thing back on the road in a week. And sadly, I tried Fur Parts, tried Exotics Auto Recycling, AZ Cycle Parts. None of them have it. There's no passenger side doors on eBay. There's no passenger side mirrors. So I'm just gonna have to wait this one out. And the total of the damage is about $36,000 worth of parts and then another $30,000 in labor, paint, etc., etc. So you're looking at $65,000 on this, which sucks. Really sucks. Loss of use on something like this is tough because it was rented for a month-long rental. The guy's still effectively paying for that. So there's no loss of use as long as we can get this thing back up and running. He just didn't get to use the car for more than a couple hours, which sucks. I'm going to do the right thing and give him time in the vehicle. I offered him a replacement vehicle because obviously this wasn't reckless. This wasn't his fault. I said, do you want a car? You can take a Bentley or something like that while this is getting repaired. And when it gets repaired, I'll give it back to you. He elected to just pay for it, not have it. And then when it gets fixed, he'll take it for the balance of his rental. And I'll do some make good time on the back end of it because I feel bad. But we'll see what ends up happening. But if you look on a whole, not looking so good. Now you can argue over who hit who, but you can definitely tell from the impact that somebody started here and then caught down here, and that's what pulled the door off. So it was definitely two cars coming up to a light, and this one got hit in the side. Obviously, I mean, I got to look at the police report to see who's effectively blamed by the officer, but this guy had more than enough time to see this car coming in. It would be even worse if he hit him in the back here, but it was an elderly gentleman apparently in his mid-70s, which makes sense, right? You don't react if somebody's merging in. You end up planting in the side of his car. And that's the story as I have it. I'll take a look at the police report and maybe have an update on it. But I have a little bit of... it's not even really salvageable. Neither door skin is salvageable. The mounts for the doors, the hinges, it's going to need the quarter down here. The lower thing, it's supposed to look a lot better than that. It's going to need a mirror. What a lovely car, too. But it's going to look like this when it's done. Hopefully we can get it back up and running. This is the worst. When a car goes down for a while and I'm out of car for months. So hopefully we get the parts in. Like I am pushing this as if I have the key in my pocket. I don't. So there you go. Things come in waves. I'm hoping this is the end of it. People look like I staged this stuff because like, oh my God, like how is so much bad luck stuff happening? When you put your assets in the hands of other people, bad stuff just happens, right? So can't predict it. Hopefully, historically, as I said, I've had this stuff happen in waves. So hopefully this is the end of this wave because I don't want to deal with any more crap in the next couple of weeks. I had the engine go bad on the Z06, which was replaced. I'm going to now sell that car. I had the Urus get whacked up, and I had the Ferrari that was down for the summer. So I've had a couple of big hits this year. Hopefully, this is the end of it. So, Rob Ferretti, stay tuned. I'll let you know how long it's going to take. If you guys know anyone who has a Lamborghini Urus that's good on the passenger side, but not on the driver's side, shoot me an email, rob@superspeeders.com, and hopefully we can get these parts sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. See you next time.